Alright guys, WWE Clash at the Castle is over. Everybody is giving their opinions online. I've seen them. Now it's time to give mine. It will probably be unpopular, but then again, Roman Reigns was pretty unpopular last night, and it didn't go too badly for him when he came out victorious and remained the undisputed Universal Champion. So, I'm going to go in order here from my least favourite match of the night to my favourite match of the night. There were 6 matches in total. There was one really long match, one relatively short match, and then the rest of them were kind of around the same length. So that doesn't really add into the factory where I'm going to rank them. But I am going to start off number 1 with what I thought was the least favourite match of the night, my 6th favourite match of the night, and that was Liv Morgan successfully defending her WWE SmackDown Women's Championship against Shayna Baszler. Was it a horrible match? No. Was it a crap match? No. Was it a bad match? No. Was it a good match though? Definitely not, no. Didn't give a shit about this. It was just like mediocre. It was just there. Probably the toilet break. Everyone who drunk all their beer, drunk all their lager, drunk all their, bucky, the buckfast. This is when you go and empty odd in the toilet because probably nobody wants to watch this match. I didn't want to watch this match. I'll give credit to Liv Morgan though. Debuted a new outfit, new attire. It looked pretty cool. She beat Shayna Baszler with the code breaker, then beats her with the whatever Oblivion or whatever. Pins her 1, 2, 3. Beats the bootleg Ronda Rousey, and I'm assuming, I guess at Extreme Rules we'll get Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan, the real thing, but this time at the Castle we just got some fake version of Ronda Rousey. So that's coming in at number 6. Coming in at number 5, it was the opening match of the night, the 6 women's tag team match. Bayley, Io Sky and Dakota Kai versus the team of Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss and Asuka. Apparently Bayley's team's going by Damage Control. Didn't know that until last night, so I don't know if they've just gave them a name to try and make them sound more like a team than they are, but for me, it's just 2 women that come out with Bayley. This does not seem like a team. It doesn't seem like a stable or a faction or anything like that. I look at NXT and I look at Toxic Attraction and they feel like an actual team. They feel like a faction. Every time Bayley comes out with these 2, to me, it just feels like Bayley coming out with 2 henchwomen that are going to help her win matches. So, not a big fan of it. As for the match itself, lasted like 19 minutes. I thought it was fun. It was a fun opener. Loads of wee spots, stuff like this. Io Sky doing high-risk manoeuvres. It was alright. You know what? In terms of an opening match, I thought it was decent. I thought it was probably the best spot in the card for it. And yeah, I came into this probably expecting the least from this match, and it was pleasant. It was alright. I'll give it credit. It was alright. Bayley's team won. They defeated Bianca Belair. Bayley now will probably get a title shot against Bianca Belair. That's what I'm guessing. Anyway, this comes in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, this is going to be controversial. I'm giving 4th place to Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins. For me, this match, there's a lot of hype behind it. The intensity coming into this, the rivalry coming into this. It was, I know it's overrated, this word, overused this word, but this was personal. We had the family talk. We had Riddle saying he wanted to fucking kill Rollins. He's going to fucking beat him up and destroy him and all this stuff, and then they just had like a normal singles match, and I felt like the stipulation didn't do these guys any good at all. With the hatred and stuff like that, surely they could have gave us some, I don't know, some form of stipulation, like a steel cage, street fight. All 6 matches tonight were just normal, basic matches, so I don't think it would have done any harm to give one of these matches like a stipulation, and it would have been cool to see, Riddle and Rollins fight throughout the Principality Stadium, big massive stadium in Wales. Would have been cool to see these guys brawl throughout it, but we didn't get that. We just got a normal wrestling match. Now we do have Extreme Rules coming up next, so maybe they're saving a stipulation match for Extreme Rules. I'm guessing that's what they're going to do, but I don't know. To me, I feel like this could have been a one and done sort of thing with the amount of heat both guys had coming into this, and obviously the talk about Riddle's family. I would have just had this be the big match here, and just had a street fight or whatever. Do what you want. So yeah, I thought this underperformed. I was expecting more. Didn't really deliver in my opinion. Rollins wins with a double stomp. Hits a normal stomp, then hits a stomp off the top rope. I mean, it was alright. It wasn't bad or nothing like that. But I just felt like with the feud, especially after that promo on Raw coming into this, Riddle's going to kill him, and it just didn't really happen for me. So that's going to come in at number 4. Coming in at number 3. The tag team match is Edge and Rey Mysterio. Maybe we'll call Edge Mysterio because he came out wearing a luchador mask. So I don't know if he was paying homage to Rey or if he was just kissing up to Rey's ass. But regardless, Edge comes out with a mask on. It did look kind of weird, although we have seen Edge wear masks before with Edge and Christian, impersonating some Mexican masked wrestlers. So I don't know, maybe it was a throwback to that. But yeah, Edge and Ray, I thought the last few minutes of this match was very good. You had both guys getting in the ring at the same time. You had Edge hitting spears, you had Edge hitting a 619, and then eventually you had Edge and Ray double teaming Finn Balor to get the pin. So yeah, no, I mean, a match with Edge and Ray in it, it's not going to be bad, is it? When you think about it, Edge and Ray in the same match, you're guaranteed something good, and I thought this match was pretty good, so I'm putting it in at number 3. Coming at number 2, a lot of people saying this is match of the night, match of the year. For me, nah, not quite. I'm putting in Sheamus and Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, it was a solid match. It was a brawl. It was a hard-hitting match. Sheamus' chest, man, was busted up, bleeding, just the skin torn off his body. And Sheamus then gives Gunther as good as he gets it. They were doing moves on the outside, doing moves on the steel steps. Sheamus is a big physical guy, and he always has these kind of matches. He had them with Cesaro, he had them with Drew McIntyre. I'm sure he's had them with other people over the years, and I just can't really remember. But when you got a Sheamus match, you're going to get a hard-hitting match, and that's exactly what this was. But for me, what let this down was Gunther. I think he's got one of the weakest powerbombs I've ever seen. I look at Kevin Nash, jackknife, it looks great. I look at Gunther's powerbomb, it looks absolutely shit, and no one's going to convince me otherwise. I don't like Gunther's powerbomb. It's not just the two powerbombs he hit on Sheamus, and this pay-per-view were very, very weak. But overall, every time I see him hit a powerbomb, it just doesn't look impressive. There's like no impact, no velocity. It's almost like he's placing them down gently like they're a baby, and it's like, what is the guy doing? So it ruins it for me, because he's a big dude, and he hits his moves hard throughout the match, but then when he gets to the finish, he's just like a wee soft powerbomb. I don't get it. I'm putting it in at number 2. And at number 1 has to be this match. Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns, WWE Undisputed Championship. Obviously, winner takes all, and we've seen what happened. Drew McIntyre got absolutely robbed. Solo Sikoa came out, he helped Roman Reigns, then Roman Reigns hit a spear on Drew. We had also Austin Theory trying to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase. Tyson Fury put a stop to that with a big knockout punch, and with loads of spears, loads of Claymore kicks, with loads of everything in this. It was a great main event. The only problem for me is the wrong man won. Roman Reigns won, when in reality, I think it should have been Drew McIntyre's time. I think Drew McIntyre should have been the one to win the title, but it wasn't to be. Roman Reigns came out on top. That's him now, had the title for over 2 years, and his reign is continuing. But at least they can say he put on match of the night, in my opinion. So I'm going to give the match of the night. Number 1 on my list is Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns. So that's it. Let me know what you think down below. Do you agree with this list? I know a lot of people's probably going to say Sheamus and Gunther, but I've already given my reasons. I just thought the power bombs looked weak, and when the finish is weak, even if the finish was good, though, I still preferred Roman Reigns. There was more at stake. Felt like a bigger match. You had the promo package. You the return of Drew McIntyre, the entrance. He used the what do you call it, Broken Dreams theme as well. I just thought the whole pay-per-view was built up around the main event, so the main event had to deliver, and in my opinion, it did. So that's why I'm putting it at number 1. Anyway, guys, that's it. Leave your thoughts down below. Catch you in the next one, and until then, peace.